So I mentioned a few moments ago that I believe God designed us for connection. The next one has to do a little bit with what I was talking about earlier. There's division and there's misunderstanding, and people begin to become critical and suspicious of one another. And so when we're critical of one another, or we're suspicious of what they're doing or how they perceive things, we begin to divide rather than unify. And so I think, as I mentioned earlier about some of the stuff going on everywhere I look, is there's a lot of division and there's a lot of misunderstanding. And there's a lot of misunderstanding because we don't take the time to understand. Everybody knows something, but not everybody understands. And so, in the middle of all that, I don't want there to be division between myself and another person. So, I mentioned a few moments ago that I believe God designed us for connection. Ephesians 4:16 says, "From him the whole body, joined and held together by every supporting ligament, grows and builds itself up in love." Growth and strength come from being joined together. And so in Acts 2:42, the early church, thrived through a devotion to fellowship. And I've been saying to our fellowship for a long time that it's not just about Sunday morning, it's about getting together when it's not Sunday morning. It's about getting together daily. In the early church, they shared meals and they prayed together and they took care of one another. And their unity was the powerful witness to the world. And there's a strength that comes from sitting across the table from one another. So I began to talk about this a week or so ago. It's been in my heart, but I feel like, and this is truly addressing our fellowship, and is saying it's time to get together again. It's time to have a meal together. There needs to be a sit down again, and and it's not the idea of just communion, because it's not. It's actually the meal, but it's the time to get people to connect with one another. Very rarely talk much more than 30 minutes on it, and then we end up staying there till noontime with the people that are there because we want to see that connectivity. But I want to see it go beyond that. I want to see it begin to connect on a more regular basis with people.